I know what I want to listen to today. Also, hello everyone, welcome to the stream. We can start momentarily. Just want to pull up some music before I get started. Here we go. Perfect. Wait, actually. There we go. Anyways, welcome to the stream. So I have a couple things I want to work on today. The first thing I'm going to do is disable the current updating method, because we're going to get it a different way. Oh yeah, I have a couple of little fixes I need to do too. So Glaceon Cry. We only download it if we don't have a Follower Sounds folder yet. So we'll do this. That way we only download it one time, and after that we're good to go. Alright, next up, we're going to be taking a look at the GitHub API, because it provides us with a useful feature. Ideally, we want to retrieve an update by looking at the hash of the current jar file and comparing it to the hash on our side and see if they match up. If they don't, obviously it's not updated and we have to re-download it. Additionally, I want to add an option to disable auto-updating if the user so chooses. Like for example, when we're testing, we don't want to have it auto-update on its own. So adding that will definitely help. Auto update program by default will be true. Automatically update program. Default will be true. Now, where do we update our program? Here we go. Download program update. Only if auto update program. Cool. Now, let's take a look at the API. I'm mostly going to be looking at the commits part of the API, so it's pretty simple. I believe it starts with, https api.github.com/repositories, in this case, sigIRC2. This would be sigIRC v2/git/commits. Not found. Let's see. What did I do wrong? Did I use this? Let's go here. Oh, we have to look for a certain commit. Wait. I think we have to grab something else first. We have to grab our hash for the commit. So I think we have to look in. Let's see. Here we go, get repositories. Alright, so from this data point, we can pull the latest commit, I believe. Let's see. Commits URL. Let's take a look at this. It's actually kind of cool that the API provides this. It means we can use these paths, we can get the paths we need directly. And then from here, let's see, recommit, tree, what is this? It's interesting. I wonder if that breaks the program. I don't know why it would, but let me restart it real quick, see if it does it again. That's kind of interesting. Because I may have broken something in the process. I doubt it though. So this is the commit itself. Let's see. I don't think that's what I'm looking for. Tree. Here we go. Oh, it has a size right here, so we could use that, potentially. This is the, oh crud, we're downloading it. We don't need to download it. This is the SHA hash. I'm guessing we could get the same thing if we... Let's see. Let's see. There's gotta be some standard for this. I want SHA-256. Let's see. SHA-1. Updates the digest. Oh, I see. Huh. Okay. I wonder how long this takes, because you'd have to read all the bytes. We might just compare the sizes. I feel like that's a much smaller, a much simpler operation. Like, why? Because SHA is kind of slow to implement. Why do that when we can just do the size? I mean, slow as in relatively speaking to comparing a number. Obviously, it's not actually that slow in terms of real human time, but I feel like this would be better overall. Alright, so let's get going here. See if we can implement this API. So I'm gonna do... I'm probably gonna make a small wrapper for this API. Utils. We'll go to... Is this the Twitch module? No. Just put in utils. Okay. So GitHub utils. So first thing we want to do is grab the JSON file for all of our URLs we have access to. Ideally, we want to return the size of a file. So we're going to have one main method called get size of file from latest GitHub commit. So then we provide the file name and that's all we're looking for, the file name. From there, we're gonna implement a couple of methods to get to that point. Firstly, get GitHub URL database. Did I call this? JSON object. Actually, not URL database. Get get database. Find commits URL. So we'll look for this element right here. URL equals data.getString, key being commits URL, and then grab another data point. Actually, we have a method for this already. Think for a second. File utils, read JSON from URL. This right here. So we do that. Probably need to do this for all of these guys. Now once we get that, we will look for the commit array. Is this an array? No, this is not an array. This is inside its own object though. This is an object inside of an object. How do I even read that? Committer message URL common count verification. Oh. Wait. Need JSON help? I do web full time. I mean, you're welcome to chime in whenever. I'm not specifically asking for help. So, it's an object. What is this? This goes. Can't read this because there's too much stuff in here. Oh, it's an array. So here's element, so this is element 1 of the array. Element 2, okay, that makes more sense. Trying to figure out what was going on here. Commit array. Actually, it says did I read that right? No. There are arrays in here, but not what I'm looking for. Holy cow, this is long. Alright. Get games. Probably need to look them up. Oops. Let's take a look at that. Let's return 0 for now and just see what happens. Heck yeah. Wait, what? Oh, you really can't compile if you do this? That's kinda lame. Wait. I forgot it's the slash shaw at the end of it. So we have to take that off. Replace. Oh. What? It's a regex pack? Oh, come on. JSON object text must begin with. This is file utils 211. Wait, vault from where? Line 14. So when I tried to read this, it got something I didn't want. So this is an array of objects. Oh, that makes more sense. Well, now I have to, because this returns an object. I don't have one for a URL, so let me see what the constructor looks like. String wrapped in square brackets with commas separating the values. Of course. Constructor is JSON tokener. Makes sense. Or from a string source. So we can just download the file normally and then input it, just like we're doing here, so this works. Alright. Read JSON array from URL. String, oh. My bad. Have to make a compatible version without all this. Then instead of this, we should have a list of JSON objects from here. Ah, crud. Can't use an iterator. get JSON object I. And then, now that we have, we're only interested in the first one actually. Yeah, let's just get the first one. We're expecting it to be in the first one. So at that point, we're looking for tree. Tree. Actually, that's an array as well. No, wait, no, it's another object. So many objects. Get JSON object tree. Then inside there, we're gonna grab the URL. No, wait. Yeah, the URL. You can just say, let's just reuse a variable here. URL data point1 dot get string URL. Then we can open that one up. And we would end up in something like this. So data becomes read JSON from URL again. And then from here, we're gonna open up tree again, which is a giant array. Yes, it is a giant array. Again, I'm just gonna reuse variables here. From tree. And then we're looking at, we're gonna compare every element and look for the correct path for string s in data. Well, first we have to open the JSON object. Again, no. Anthony Homie, thanks for the follow. Glad you're enjoying the stream and welcome. I need to make a note of this. That's not good, but it's minor. Alright. Anyway. Oh yeah, we can't use an iterator. File data. And then once we have a piece of the file data, we're looking at the path to see if it matches our file name. File data get string path equals ignore case to file name. Actually, we're looking for the specific file, so we are going to care about the case here. Files can have multiple casings, and we don't want that to screw with our stuff. And if we do find it, we're going to grab the size here. So we're going to store that in just a static variable over here. Well, no, we return it. Get integer size. It's a get int. Yeah. Then, if we don't find it, we return. Let's return a -1. Alright, so that should be good to go. I'm gonna run it one time and just output what it says to make sure it's doing what we expect it to do. So last commit size was plus bytes. Bits? Bytes. Pretty sure that's in bytes. 339. Yeah, probably. Okay. Let's take a look. Tree not found. And 17, tree not found. So that's pulling this guy. Or, yeah, this guy. Oh, it's inside of another... Dang it, these are all nested. Alright, so it's inside of commit. Which is then inside of tree. Data point 1 equals data point 1 dot get. Is that another object? Wait. I'm confused. Okay, it's inside of commit and it's called tree. Yes. Get string tree. Thank you. Wait a second. This should return another object. There we go. The heck, man. Alright, cool. I found it. So, now that we have the size of the file, we can compare it to our current file. So, use this guy to grab the file size. I'm not gonna do this just yet. We're gonna grab the size of our file. Actually, I have this in here. Does this return the size? How did I compare it before? Or did I compare it? Let me see. How do I compare it with these guys? Oh, I used last modified dates. I think. But where do I get that from? Wait, do I have a plugin class in here? What's my plugin class? Oh, here it is. I'm like, where's this class? I'm trying to find it. Fetch last modified. Oh, I just saved it. We gotta figure out how to read the file size. I feel like a file stream might do it. Let's see. Yeah. Wait. Oh, length. Holy cow. That's what I was looking for this whole time. Length and bytes of the file. Okay. What do I want to do here? So I guess we'll do it inside of here, since this is where it'll actually attempt the update. This is just making sure it exists, and or doesn't exist, because that means we have to check for an update regardless. I want to output this and see what it says. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna build this, and then I'm gonna file size 3391012. I'm gonna commit this and see what the other one says. What? No. GitHub. File size. GitHub API. File size detection. So these two should match up now. File size in GitHub is 3392658. So it does show up as something different. Wait a second. It's checking for the file inside. Oh, I'm dumb. We need to check for the file of our current... Oops. I was checking for the downloaded update of the file. That makes no sense, what I just did. I'm dumb. So, current... Yeah, I just confused myself completely. Current program file is literally this. That's what we're looking for here. And current program file definitely exists, so this is redundant. We don't need this. But now I changed it, so we commit again and see what happens. Alright, perfect. So they match. Now, in theory, if we were to change this file, like let's say we don't include these debug lines. Actually, we need the debug lines. Let's... what can we do that won't... Let's see. File size. Varies from currently running program. Downloading new program. Okay, so now technically our file size is different. Yep, and then it downloads it. And then it will apply it on our next run. And it will keep doing this because, wait, no. It replaced it, right? So if I were to run it now, maybe. Where did it get this from? Bet you it didn't download it, actually. Let me see. Downloaded at 10:03 p.m. Oh, it did. Should do it when I close the program. Okay, it downloaded the old version, like the old version, where the file was referencing the update file, the bad one. So... okay. Well, at least we know this works. I'm going to... So now if I run it one more time, it should have... Yep. Okay, cool. What else do we have to do with this, if anything? Oh yes, for my testing purposes, I'm gonna disable the feature, now that I have the option. Automatically update program is fault. I just copied that line 3 times, what the heck? Right. Let me fix this real quick. This is for the chat log message. If the chat log message is null, we don't want to create anything out of it. I forgot there can be null messages if a blank message is sent. So let me fix that real quick. Log module, initialize. No, this is in the constructor. Well, it actually comes from here. Wait, what? Also, I have to be careful with my commits now, because anybody that uses this program will get whatever I update it to. So, if I screw up a commit and somebody gets that, I could be in trouble. So I have to be a little more careful. I might start using a developer branch and then committing to a master. It's probably a really smart idea. Let's make a new branch. Yep. Dev. Cool. That way we don't have to worry about it. Oh. I just have to remember to commit to master now when I'm done. We'll merge it with master. So again, log contents may be null. So that should take care of that. What other bugs do I have? Placing cry.wave gets re-downloaded. Already fixed that. First line of emoticons and chat log messages do not line up. Oh yeah, that's right, because So... that is because... I do this. I need to specify the X offset. And I can do that from... let's see. Well, here's the X offset right here. So I just need to pass that along. Only for the first message though. So if I is equal to 0, otherwise spacing will be 0. Then when we add the emoticon, text position, crud. I have to pass it into here. So now, I need to make an emoticon appear on the first line of the message. Test that. What did I just do? Oh yeah. My OAuth token got overwritten. Can't show that on stream, but I did have to put it back. Alright. Now, try again with the kappa. Well, that's not good. Why doesn't that work? Oh, I deleted with. Isn't there with there? Oh, wait, I put it here, but I didn't. Yeah, I did. There it is. Might have to debug this one. Yeah, that makes sense. Protect username. Is that in here? I'm looking for where the username's at. There it is. I did not make that intuitive at all. Ideally, make this a little more intuitive. To use. I have to figure out this part right here. So why is it only 8 though? Oh yeah. Have to fix that too. For some reason, it begins or ends with an emote. That one doesn't get converted. That's probably because of how it's cut. Should have a space at the end of this. Possibly. Why? That doesn't work. It probably comes from importing the messages directly. I see. Go straight from log contents. No, because it happens when we send a message too. So there must be something else. Guess I'm gonna debug the actual emote detection real quick, because that's not working right. Okay. I'm gonna add quotation marks around it so I can clearly see the word is. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna scroll up to Kappa. Alright. So did find that here. What about earlier? No, it cut it off. Searching for nothing. But why? What is causing that? Index of a space. So if there's no space in the message, it would still try to find... Oh, I see, yeah. It wouldn't go into this loop. I guess we can artificially pad the message if we don't want to completely screw up how this thing works. Because I don't want to add more logic to that. That's already pretty painful to deal with. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pad spaces. I think it only needs one prepended, but I could be wrong. Or not. Why does it do that? Think. What caused this? Think. Set this up. We detect the username, get the message. I think when we split this, place the first space with the blank, with nothing? Wait, why? And subtract, yeah, that would definitely do it. But why? What is the purpose of this? Get rid of the space? I guess, but we kind of need the space. Because I added them to begin and as a... let me see. That might have actually done it. Hopefully it did. Okay, good. There we go. And they are spaced correctly. I wonder why I fixed both of those problems. Kappa, kappa. Okay. I like it. We're good. So, where does that put us now? Messages, new chat log message, base message with the emoticons, emoticon, output disabled. So that fixes that bug. That one took a little, that was a little more involved than I was expecting. The chat log message ends with an emoticon, it doesn't get converted. I think it does now. Let's actually test that real quick. So, let's see. Off saying, oh, I have to delete that part too. This is a test message that ends with an emote-bible thump. Okay, good. So it's fixed. I'm happy with that. Offset. Okay. Please move subscriber.txt from the emotes folder to the previous folder or its own folder. Because apparently it doesn't make sense if it's in there. So, here's what we can do. Perform Twitch emote update. Get sub channels. Do the sub emote download. Now, this file right here, we can change where this goes. We have to be careful because if we do, we have to make sure every other reference to it is in the same place. So if I move this, sigIRC/subscribers.txt, I would expect it to appear in there now. So we have to move this over there. I think that should be it though. And I'm gonna have to update it on the server, because that's where it fetches it from. So back up. You now go in here. And I think that'll be okay. Nothing else I really want to do there. So now, if I were to submit this, it should download that because we don't have that there now. There we go. Download dependencies. Found those sub emotes for us. Okay. Also, apparently the chat log is higher in depth than the scrolling messages across the screen, and we can fix that by just reordering what we draw on the panel. Right now, all the modules are drawn before all or after all the text. So I'm just gonna swap those two so the text is over the modules. So, test program, if I now this, oh yeah, I do have to fix that. I don't know why that happens, but it does. Because this goes outside, that's why. If I get a message to appear here, we can see that's now overlaid. Overlay test. There we go. Now the text is over the box here. Now, for overlay mode, we actually want to allow it to become transparent in overlay mode. So if I turn on overlay mode, oh yeah, I need the ability to hide these also. So if I put this like over on the world, oh, it's using the old version of the program. Wait, re-downloaded it? I know what I forgot to do. Gosh dang it. When we close the program, we don't want to update the dang program. Auto update is turned off. Hey, lazy gamer. Welcome. Alright. If auto update program, then update the program. If not, I don't want you updating my program. Bad. Okay. So anyways, in overlay mode, we need to accomplish is making this transparent if we are in overlay mode. So we're going to do that next. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, we need the ability to remove these window headers as well. So what I'm gonna do, add a new variable. Window headers displayed equals true by default. I feel like if you enable overlay mode, they should just disappear on their own. I think. Because if you think about it, if it's overlaid, you don't want to be dragging them around. It's an overlay. So I think it's implied that we want to do that. So I'm gonna go to the... I don't even know what it's called. Alright, so I'm gonna go to module and dragging. So mouse press, enable window drag. So we're only gonna enable the dragging if we are not in overlay mode. So let's see, where does this get called? Drag window, modify curve, yeah. If sigIRC.overlay mode, not overlay mode, because we don't want to be doing this in overlay mode, that's silly. And we don't allow dragging. And we don't draw the headers if, let's see, where's the header? Oh, over here. Draw module header. So just plain out remove all the headers if we are in overlay mode, because it makes no sense to have them. Alright, cool. So all that leaves now is making this window slightly transparent as a feature option. Wouldn't be too bad. Go to the module, go to the draw, wherever it is. Set the color. So if we're in overlay mode, we're actually going to use a value from there. I'm going to make an overlay mode color option. Now, the interesting part is I only have one without the alpha. If I make a parser for the alpha, then we should be able to use a similar format. Red, green, blue, alpha. Did you configure your save action to run your ant build? No. I'm not exactly familiar with that. Sounds nice, but I just press Control B every single time. Catalog module, background color. So it's gonna where is it? Use this as the default. Set up the property for it. How do I do this? Just get property. Background color. Default. This guy. How does Eclipse know to generate? Oh! I do have an ant build, yes. It's just not in my save action, is what I'm trying to say. So, hello? Oh, here. Yeah. I just have an ant builder. Literally taken directly from Eclipse's help file, so it's like a very simple thing. Includes its dependencies. It's nothing fancy. But yeah, I don't know anything about tying it to the save action. I think to do that you just... Well, I mean it says build automatically, but I don't think it ever does anything. Like when I save, it doesn't try to build it ever. Does that make sense? So I don't know what that actually means. If I have something configured incorrectly or something. Well, we have a string. I guess I parse it directly once I need it. That's fine. Draw utils. Color, convert to color, convert string to color. Split it. By commas, separate values. If split.length is equal to 3, return new color, integer.parseInt. Technically, we do want to add bounds. Min is 255 and max is 0. So I do want to add boundaries there. Although technically we could get rid of this boundary by just using the absolute value. That would be a simpler way to describe that. 2. Warning, invalid color string specified. This should not be happening, but... Oh. Yeah. It's still very handy though, yes. So we got 4 values, use the alpha value. Alright. Cool. Actually, it would be funny if there was a string constructor of this already and I never knew about it. I highly doubt it. Think so. I don't have the... Actually, I should have the Java docs for this. Get RGB. Oh, okay. That's what I was looking for. I think there's a shortcut to view this, but I don't know. Yeah, it's only accepting integers. Alright. Wait, 255? Oh yeah, that's the min. Okay. That was a small detour, so instead of this, now it only needs to read the colors once, so it doesn't have to keep splitting the string every time it draws it. So I'm actually gonna store the color here. Background color. Because if I keep reading the string and regenerating it, that's just extra memory being used for no reason at all. Background color equals, although this should really be in the constructor. Wait, we don't call initialize? Oh yeah, that was for testing. Cool. So background color is that. Use that to place this guy. Cool. So now we should have the ability to alter the alpha value of said window through the config file. Yes. Let's try 100. Excellent. Let's try 10. Which it makes it almost only the text. Yes. Cool. I wonder if I should make the text transparent too. Let me think about that for a second. Is that what I want? I think it's okay like this. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it. Not too worried about it. Turn off overlay mode. Then, yeah, now it's almost transparent. Kinda see an outline there. Alright, I'm satisfied with that. I don't really have anything else I wanted to do to... Oh wait, there's something. Controller module. Oh yeah, I wanted to start working on that. So I wanted to start making a new module, because I'm probably going to be using it in the future. I want to make something, an overlay that... Well, a module that displays a controller and what buttons are being pressed. So I want to make that module as well. Let me perform a commit since this build is good. And now that I have a dev branch, I do have to merge master with dev whenever I complete something like this. So, GitHub API software updating fully implemented. Overlay color / alpha control options added ability to disable automatic software update, fixed emoticon alignment bug for chat log viewer. Oh yeah, I didn't set this up on remote yet. Just gonna call it dev. Then merge master with dev. And push. Cool. So that should be good to go. Wait. This is master. Master did not get committed. Did I not push it? I swore I just pushed it. Push branch. Next. Up to date. Oh no, that's up to, what about, oh, remote. Push. Ooh. Master. Yep. Master. I think what I messed up on was not merging this with that. Check out. Yeah, I did it backwards. Merge. Fast forward. Okay. And then push this out. There we go. I did it backwards. I tried to merge master with dev, which is already up to date. There we go. So at this point, my current sigIRC is out of date. It's using the old update system though, so I'm gonna have it, it's gonna have to update twice. Yes, to pull the new update system, and then we'll be up to date. So run this. Downloaded it, exit, uses the new one, think. That's not the new one. I think if I close the command window, it doesn't count as closing the window. Yeah. Kinda knows that. And then this is definitely the new version because it tried to download the subscribers.txt in the new location because I changed it, and it compared our file sizes and says it's up to date. So there we go. Hello Tommy32109546. Welcome to the stream. Alright. So I guess I'll start on the controller module tonight. It is one more module I do want to get done. For the time being, until I have other ideas. Stance module. Do. Probably just press enter by accident. I do it all the time. Do you know mixed reality? Do I know mixed reality? Nope. I have no idea what that is. Is that a language? Is that a... What is mixed reality? Oh, that's what this is. I have a very... Like, I barely know what it is to begin with. But to actually create such technology? No, I don't believe I have the required knowledge to do such a thing. Because to do that, you have to know... You have to have a lot of mathematics. And I could care less about improving my math knowledge to a point where I could do stuff like that. So, the controller module is going to include an image of a controller, all the buttons, and all the buttons mapped to their inputs. Now, I know that there are controller button mappings already readily available to us, just don't know exactly where. Could be in here. Let's see. Oh, I need to go someplace so I can check this. Here is my panel. Here is our E-typed event. Key. What is this called? Forget. Well, I know for a fact some things use this, so let's see. Chatlogue module should somewhere. Here we go. Oh. Key event. I guess that's what it was. Okay. So I'm guessing swing. Someone I'm looking for. Should be J input. Let's see. Cross-platform API for discovery and pulling of input devices. So it looks like it's not supported natively in Java Swing. JX input. Okay. Let's take a look. This. Main entry point, get axis, get button, number of axes, number of buttons, directionals. Okay, this seems pretty self-explanatory. Liking this. This doesn't look too bad. Cool. Alright. Start playing with it. Wait. DLL. Do we need a DLL? How is that implemented? Didn't say anything about it. Or did it? Alright, anyway. Let's see if we can get this in there. Start with... Java build path. AX input. Okay. Gives us access to those. I'm actually going to move it to the libraries folder, so that's consistent. Okay. I'm gonna go in this guy and include it. build real quick. Should have increased the file size of our jar. Well, actually we haven't included anything in it yet. But it should have still included the jar, very least. Okay. It's actually pretty tiny. Let me see. So, no errors. I don't know if the DLL is optional or not, but we're gonna assume it is for the time being. I'm gonna set up this module with basics. This should make a very basic module, no extra strings attached. Let us create it. Controller module. A position. Actually, I'm just gonna create all the variables now. If controller module enabled. What time is it? I think I could implement this in an hour. The library seems simple enough, so I think I could do it. At least get my one controller I have plugged in working. Eventually I want to make it flexible enough to where users can select, probably make like a drop-down list of controllers to display, and then go from there. Something like that. This is a boolean. This is fine. What's the use of the controller? So if I'm playing a game, I could just have the little controller module in a corner, so players or viewers can know what buttons I'm pressing, watch the inputs. I used to have... Let me see. So ideally I want to accomplish something like I used to have in the past. Let me see if I got a video here. Let's see. Yeah, something kind of like this. So, while I'm pressing buttons, they would show up. This actually had like button press counts and keys per minute. So, I mean, obviously that's keyboard. I want something similar but for a gamepad. So, probably going to design something like that. Lift 2 looks... oh my god. Lift 2. That's funny. What's this wallpaper? Oh. It's a drawing of Star Guardian Soraka. Let's see. This should run just fine right now. Let's see. Controller module. So I'm gonna start messing around with this guy now. First thing I'm gonna do is, do I have to actually initialize anything? Or does it just work? I got to initialize something. Input manager. So... create virtual input device. I think I have to do, let's see. Creates a new instance of J3D input device. Let's see how they initialize this. That's not what I wanted. I wanted... What is this? Oh, this is an applet. Just included in here. What I want is an example. What that is. What is this anyways? didn't even realize there was a test package meant just for that purpose. Let's see. I guess that makes sense. Creates a new form. X input test dialog. That's where these come into play. And you would create a device with all the inputs. What about controller? I guess you literally make it. Interesting. Let's just setting up the window. All right. I'm gonna start with this and see where we go from there. Not this. Assume there's at least 3. I think there's 4, but actually, let me start with this. See what happens. Oh, these are local variables. Just want to see what these say. If anything. Native library JX input not loaded due to unsatisfied link error. Ah. I assume that's the DLL we need. Which would have to be included here, I presume? Or not? Figure out how to link this thing. I assume the DLL is included in this. Wait, really? This makes sense. Well, let's see. Interesting. So we could literally drop into our Windows directory. It's kind of weird. Guess that's how Java does things. That didn't do it. Use JInput. Your class path. Oh. But where would I put it to get to this? interesting. I think we can link it through Eclipse. Let's see. What if I just put straight into here? And yeah, it wouldn't really make sense to include it. I wonder why it's causing this issue in the first place. Add external class folder. I doubt that actually would work because talking about Java classes here. Wonder. I didn't even think about that. I wonder if I can integrate that. Kinda want to try it. I didn't even think about it. I already have a controller file that I might be able to use. Alright. Get rid of all this. So now comes the question of, can we use this? Let's find out. So controllers.get controllers. It's an array. Oh, you know what? I need libgdx stuff. Totally forgot about that. Like I'm missing something here. Alright, so array. I assume this actually prints out just fine. Must have some native toString function. It can be used like that. No pointer exception. Wait. What am I missing? Trying to follow the logic to see if it's missing something. What is a stage? How do you even... Back up a little bit here. Application. Oh. I think I saw that earlier. ADX.app. I assume this one works because it's... You have a server setup? Yeah, I have a cloud server that I pay monthly for to keep up and running. Does not update? Hello? Oh, it's because I have this highlighted. Ever since I was first given SSH access to a Linux box, I've been hooked ever since. I can't live without having a server, at least. It's a necessity at this point. So I can't tell if this needs an app or a, well, managers. Let's see. I swear this thing should just work. Isn't that dangerous? What do you mean it isn't that dangerous? Having SSH access to a server? No? Someone hacking into the server? No. I mean, they could try, but you're not gonna succeed at hacking the server. That's kinda the whole point of an operating system. Kinda to stop that stuff from happening. Operating systems have been developed over years and years of testing to improve security and prevent stuff like that from happening. And even if a server gets hacked, it's not even a big deal. Like, if you're not a primary target, what is the point of hacking it or getting hacked? There's no point in protecting a server further if there's no real value for the server. Hackers have better uses for their time. Than to worry about hacking a server like mine. Figure out why this doesn't work. Yeah, it's like for me it's a necessity at this point. I guess I have to create this thing. But if I do, what happens? Nothing. Probably because I have to actually initialize it. What got added anyways? Zoom, pause, create. Oh, that's right. I mean, let's say worst case scenario, my server gets hacked. Okay, so if it does get hacked, I have to probably restore the server image from a backup, and may or may not have to change machines. There's really nothing else. I don't really lose anything. It's not holding sensitive data. So I don't know, it just depends. Like I don't have anything that's going to affect it at all. I need to put something in here. What do I put in here? I think I have to just start it. Like this. I think this does something else though. There's gotta be more to it. Oh. Hey, look what I found! J input is actually in here. Maybe I should just use J input, considering it's in here. Natives Windows. Let's see. This looks kind of messy. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, it gets them all from here. It's actually viewable too, so from here. That's where it gets everything. Yep, it's a fully self-dependent program. And then the main URL goes to my Minecraft server's map. And I think there's something else here. The wiki and item generator is in there as well. Because the item generator generates the items for the server. Yeah, so that displays in the Discord channel. Those were my tests. I don't know if I've shown you, but players on the Minecraft server can link items, and I wrote a PHP script that just generates them. Looks like this. It's very long-winded, but gets the job done. And all that code does is creates an image, grabs the text or whatever they linked, and then color codes it all and displays it. Yeah. Internally, I don't think this server does anything in particular. It's just hosting my Minecraft server, so I mean, there's nothing really much else on the server right now, because I don't have anything else to host. Just one window. Can I rename you? No, I want to rename you. Forgot to do this. Oh, that's not it. Oh well, whatever. Oh, you know what? It's also hosting my RTMP server. So funny enough, sometimes we use my server as a to stream. Like, I have a OBS profile set up to stream to my server. It's called Anime, appropriately enough. So yeah, sometimes we use my server as a stream. I mean, that's kind of why a server is useful. You can use it for pretty much anything you want. I used to do all sorts of stuff with it. Used to create a bunch of web applications. Used to host game servers for a game called BZ Flag. All sorts of cool stuff. I used to have a public file uploader. Oh, the funny part about that was I created a public file uploader so that I could easily put files on the internet and link them. And then I don't know who, some people started using it and uploading like malicious scripts, right? And then every time they did that, I would improve my uploader to negate those scripts. It would find malicious code and either delete it or at least subdue it so that it can't be run on the server. And then it was like, then they upload something else to try and break my server, and then I would fix it again, so on and so forth. And it just kind of taught me how to make a secure uploader, because it got to the point where they couldn't break it anymore. But like initially they uploaded something to backdoor into my school database, which didn't really have anything, but it's literally a self-uploaded script, and then I stopped those kind of uploads from happening. And then they did something with PHP injection, which ran more PHP code on top of my uploader, so I had to fix that. And then I think there was one more. Oh, they would like disguise an image that when opened would download a script. And mind you, this would be server side, so the server has full permissions. It would download the script and then open it or run it and then install a bunch of stuff on the server. So I had to get rid of that too. And prevent stuff like that from happening. It's pretty cool what people come up with, you know? They get really creative with this kind of stuff. I really wish I could just use this thing. GDX controllers, platform natives desktop. What is all this for? I wonder. Alright, I guess we're gonna try J input. See how that goes. J... Where did I even get this? J input. Add it to our libraries. Hope it's okay I downloaded your code from GitHub to look at. Yeah. Oh no, that's fine. The whole point of publicly putting something on GitHub is so people can view it and possibly use it or benefit from it, you know? That's like the whole point. I want people to be able to do stuff like that. That's like the best part of open source code. That is perfectly okay. And yes, that system is very beneficial, in my opinion. I really like it as well. It's a completely self-sufficient program. You start with the jar file. At first I was like, well, I can include all the files you need in the jar file itself. But if you go deleting stuff, the program starts erroring out, right? And then you would have to get the source from scratch again. I figured, why not make it remote, and it just fetches stuff remotely if it's missing. You we can't really have a missing dependency if it just puts it back. The source can't be deleted unless you go to my server and delete it, but yeah, kinda get my point. It's an irremovable source, only I can remove it. And my server's not going anywhere. I've had it for many, many years. Since I was little. I think I have to renew a domain soon, though. I have a domain name, z-gamers.net. I think it's expiring in 2019. It was bought like 10 years ago, so it's actually expiring pretty soon. So I have to renew that as well. What was I doing? Okay. So J input's in there. I'm gonna start messing around with this thing. It looks like it's the most complicated library, but it looks like it's also the easiest to set up. It doesn't have any other external dependencies, so I think this is the best thing we can do. So get controllers, I guess we can look at each controller. Controller C. So I guess they all have a name. Can't imagine what the name would possibly be. Wait a second. Have some extra stuff I don't need in here. Net Java Games Util plugins. Really? I clearly just included this, didn't I? Is there more? Pretty sure I just included this. A input. A input. That's odd. Net.java.games.input. Wait, input? Maybe I do need the other stuff. Let's see. What is the other stuff? Oh! Look at this, there's DLLs in here. That's interesting. Oh, here's utils. I guess we need that. Alright, well, let's grab some more stuff, I guess. This is going to be a little more annoying. I don't even know if those are actually required, but... we'll see. Kinda sucks there's no native support for this stuff. All has to be done manually. I genuinely thought there was native support. Guess not. Now what? Okay, so now it's looking for links, and I'm guessing I need to dump those. So, my question with JX input, which I was playing around with earlier, would I be able to incorporate that in the same way? There are literally jar files with these inserted into them. That kind of gives me a hint towards what I have to actually do for the other stuff as well. So now I'm actually curious if I can do the same thing for JX input, because JX input looked really nice. Really good. I kinda wish I could use that. Now that I'm seeing this, I might be able to do something similar, hopefully. It's also kind of cool that it is platform ended. Somebody mentioned that earlier. I was reading about it. Also want to include those here. Man, this stuff is gonna make me stay up, I swear. This is the kind of stuff that keeps me up longer than I want to be awake for. I start messing around with stuff like this. Found unknown Windows version, Windows 10. Empty use default Windows plugin. Loading Node.j input. 8. So I do get an unsatisfied link error again. See this real quick. LWJGL 64. It's built in the same way, right? Should be. Wait a second. LWJGL. Oh. Maybe I need to include those. Wait. Did I include the wrong... Uh-oh. I think I just included the wrong ones. Yep. Oops. I wanted to do the J input ones, not the... Whoopsies. I was like, why are we talking about LWJGL now? Now we gotta redo all this. Goodness. Include them. And... them. Alright, one more time. Please work. It didn't work. Why? Did not work. Did it say the same thing as before? Well, net.java.games.import. Let me look that up real quick. See if anybody has to say anything about it. Point to the directory containing native DLLs of JInput. VM arguments field of run configurations. So if I do seems a little excessive. It's a path, right? I don't think that's gonna work. Same errors. Right. Maybe just this. I think there's another way we could do that. OAuth token not successful. Oh, are you saying that's what it's saying? So, in order to have it to connect to something, you have to get your OAuth token from twitch.tv. I believe if you just type this, it would get you to the right place. What in the world? Twitch TV OAuth token. I just did a Twitch search. Yeah, it would be right here. So when you hit this, it'll present you with a key. It even tells you need to include the OAuth. And that goes into a file. Yes, I did that. So it should work. Assuming you copied the entire thing exactly, with no spaces, didn't delete anything. Oh, and you also have to set the username. So, if you go into config, you have to specify or nickname. That's what it is. This doesn't really come with instructions, so change that. Can't think of anything else that would go wrong. Because other than that, it should authenticate. From there. This reads line 0, or line 1. Yeah, that should do it. See why it wouldn't. Yeah, I can't think of anything else that would cause that not to work. It would only say that if it couldn't authenticate you. I really have to figure out how to link this thing together. It's not working. Yeah, I have not touched it in a long time, so I'm pretty sure the process hasn't changed. I don't think there's any extra steps. Oh. You need to move other files into the root directory of your project. Libraries. Libraries. Reference to libraries. I mean, they're in a jar file. You would think if they're in there, just open them up. You could try it this way, but I doubt it's gonna do anything. Sure. Doesn't let me add them. Maybe there's another way to add them. This is a NetBeans, so what would be equivalent of this? Oh, now it works. So that's how it works. Okay, that's a good sign. I'll figure it out later? Okay. Hey, it detected all my stuff. Okay. Well, this is good news. That did that. I think you can make it automatically extract stuff. Pretty sure it's an option where I know it's a runnable option, I think. You can like extract everything on run, something like that. be only for runnables. So yeah, I think it would be something like that. Copy required libraries into a subfolder next to the generated jar. And I guess it just has to be in here. The DLLs, I guess that's not too bad. Because then we could just download them as a dependency. I don't know how well that would work. Let me try that real fast. Because I wonder if it would work on runtime, or if you would have to restart. Try that. Put you all in there. Delete. Ideally, what I would do is try to figure out how to specify a folder, so you don't have to have all of these in the main directory, but this is a good start. And apparently there are versions of this file for macOS and for Linux, so this should still be cross-platform, but we'll see. Hey, it works. You literally can use the DLLs on the fly. That's pretty cool. Okay. Well, progress, I guess. I'm just gonna commit this to the dev branch for now. Wait, I've been editing. I've been editing, but I haven't been committing. Oh, because they're both the same, so it's not actually complaining. Fred, let me think about this for a second. So we actually don't need most of this. Don't need all of this. Can I refresh this? Alright. Yeah, we don't need a lot of this. Then you ignore. Have I always had a library folder committed? Let's see. Yes. Oh. I guess we don't want to ignore that one. Whoops. Add to index. Actually, we don't need to delete you. Then refresh. There we go. Okay, better. Include framework for controller slash joystick slash device support. Add in dependencies for Windows libraries. Need to implement cross-platform libraries and provide a Java system path instead of root path. Okay. I mean, these are sitting in here. So they must exist somehow. Okay. Alright. Cool. So I am going to call it here for now. It's pretty late. Made some decent progress today. This is fixed. For those of you that tuned into the stream today, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Got some more planned for tomorrow, I guess. Take care, lazy gamer. Thanks for hanging out. See you around.